Hey, hey, there we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. Sarn, we're back doing some painting. Stupid things get annoying. Let's get some music on. You say? All right. We got to add certain in just a minute, but we're going to go ahead and get started anyway because time is time, and it's not something we have tons of. Though I wish we did. Um, So you keep working on her. I decided I didn't like how flat the um, bodice was, just a single color. So we're gonna try and have some fun with it. So I brought out the bright sapphire and marine mist, and we're gonna see if we can't get a little bit of color onto there. And then the next thing is I'm gonna go over. Then the next thing is I'm gonna go over the end of the stick with the tidal wave blue speed paint. It's really the tidal wave, and we're going to give it a little bit of a blue tint. And then I've got the diabolic plum that we're going to do some shading on her hair and go from a purple to this pink and kind of an ombre balayage color. So that's the plan. That's our plan for the night. So let's go ahead and get into it. Actually, I think I'm going to start with speed paint. Um, just because that's the one that's going to take the most. It's going to take the least amount of time. Hey, Nuber, how's it going? I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for stopping into the stream, bud. Appreciate it. It's going, man. It's going. I've got a week until my surgery. My shoulder has been absolutely bothering me all day. Um, it's one of my long days at work, so it takes a lot out of me. I wasn't sure I was going to be painting tonight at all, let alone streaming, because it just the shoulder thing just it takes so much out of me. Um, and so yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to be painting much at all, painting at all, let alone streaming it. Um, so yeah, I got a week. Um, Next Wednesday, I'll find out exactly what time on Thursday is my surgery, and then surgery's on Thursday. I will probably end up doing. Honestly, it's my right shoulder, which is my painting arm. It's my painting arm. It's my gaming arm. It's my dominant arm, dominant hand. So um, I don't know how much of anything I'm going to be able to do um, after surgery. Um, so I'm really kind of um, I'm really kind of going to be playing it by ear on what all is going to be going on for the next couple weeks. I will probably be doing a lot of streaming. Streaming what? I have no idea. Lurkin, thanks for the lurk, Mig. Um, I'll probably be doing a lot of streaming. Um, there will probably be quite a bit of just chatting streams where I'm just sitting here chatting with people because um, if I can't really use my right arm, I'm not really going to be able to game or paint or really do much of anything. Um, and so to keep myself sane, I will probably just be streaming just be streaming and just have something to do. Um, Considering the fact that I will be off of work for the next 8 weeks, um, I'll need something to do to occupy my brain and keep me keep me sane. Um, Especially um, without being able to do anything with my right arm. So it's going to be interesting. Um, so um, I will probably be spending a lot of time in other streamers' channels harassing them. I shouldn't say harassing. Spending a lot of time with other streamers and other streamers' channels, co-streaming or just hanging out or just doing something. Um, because we don't have anything else to do. Give me a second. I want to. I like the way that looks. But now I want a green. So now we're going to go on the inner spike. We're going to go with Shamrock. Jim, how about you, Nuber? How are you doing? This green. Hmm. Oh, I have my chat window up. Rooftop shine. Left to move around. Ready for rooftop shine. And one last. And then we'll be done with this, the end of the staff. Didn't do anything too ungodly special with it. Honestly, we just gave it a metallic blue with metallic green. That's it. Didn't do anything really special with it. It's really easy to achieve with speed paints. You just get your silver, just put your silver down. In the previous case, I used um, cobalt metal, but you can do the same thing just with silver, and then just put a transparent paint over it, and it gives you that metallic, blue metallic color. A lot of people are out there right now buying up Vallejo's true metallic colored metallics. You can do that if you want. Honestly, I've this works just as well, and it is the exact same thing. Honestly, you get, in my opinion, you get even more freedom. Hey, Gray, 5 stream streak. What's going on, buddy? In my opinion, you actually get a better. It's better because you can pick your type of metal. You can go with a silver if you want it really super shiny, like we've got here, or you can go with like a chainmail if you just want that metallic shine, but you want it to be a bit more muted. If you want it to be a little bit of a darker color, there's any number of reasons. Gray, I appreciate you coming by, bud. The only downside, in my opinion, to what I do versus going out and buying Vallejo's whole colored metallics is multiple steps versus Vallejo's only one step. Um, that and mine works with any range of paints versus going out and finding Vallejo specific range or ordering specifically from Vallejo. The way I do this, you can do it with Citadel, you can do it with Army Painter, you can do it with P3, you can do it with AK. Any, you can mix and match, doesn't matter. It's a solid silver metallic. It's a solid metallic with a opaque over it, with a transparent contrast over it. Okay. For example, I did the same thing here. Okay. This black metal, that is solely this style. It is silver with, what was it, grim black, Army Painter speed paint painted over it. That's all it is. Um, it is the, in my opinion, the best way to get a colored metallic that out there, because you can color it whatever color you want to, however however deep or rich or vibrant a color you want to put it. You're not restricted to a pre-mixed color. What's going on, Gray? How's things going with you? Can you guys hear? Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? So many. I'll change my ways. Oh, folks, give me a second. Hey, Ryan, how we doing tonight? Cooking pasta at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of pasta you making? Make some good. You got enough to share? Just cheese, slip a ton of random seasonings in there. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. Nice. I was messing with my setup, so now my camera's all. Oh, too far. That's too far. Jesus. Son of a. Sorry, folks. That's better. So. Put these away. Yep. No, I've definitely been there. You never know if your stomach's hurting because you're hungry, if your stomach's hurting because you're sick. Yep. Strongly advise against going 24 hours without you. I know a lot of people that do it. Um, I always have advised against it. Human beings weren't designed to fast. Human beings aren't designed to go without eating for days. Can we if we absolutely have to? Yes. But we really shouldn't. And if you want evidence of that, maybe look at the fact that our bodies start breaking itself down and consuming itself if we do. If we were designed to go without eating, we wouldn't have to do that. Got home from school at 10:30, slept until 11. Yeah. Hey man, if you slept for 12 hours, then you needed it for whatever reason. Plain and simple. I wholeheartedly believe that. Okay, so we're going to try and build from marine mist. We're going to try and probably fail miserably because I'm terrible at it. Oh, I need fresh water. Give me a second. You only go to school for an hour and a half. Is it college? What are you studying? That's really hard to pick up. Something for the water cup? It's not for me. No college? Oh, you're 15? Gotcha. You're across the pond, aren't you? UK? Everybody starts somewhere, man. Everybody starts somewhere. been a little rough. I don't know why. Um, about 10 days till my shoulder surgery, and I can feel, or 7 days, and I can feel every day of it. Um, I'm just kind of waiting for it to come. We can get it done and over with, and maybe stop being in so much pain and frustration. Welcome back, mate. What happened to it? My shoulder? Um, tore my rotator cuff, and I got old. Um, and I wish I was joking when I said it that way. I have a very small tear in my rotator cuff, which is bad, but most of the issue is arthritis and being dumb when I was a kid and not listening to my doctors and thinking I was invincible when I would get hit and hurt in sports and other stuff. So now I pay for it. Um, it is what it is. Um, that's kind of the reason why I'm having surgery on it. Because um, not bad enough that it's gonna. Right now, it's not. The worst part isn't that it's gonna keep me from painting. It's keeping me from working. Um, I am nowhere near a good enough painter to paint for a living. maybe one day, just not yet. Um, but as it is, um, like just getting through an 8 hour workday um, is is hard enough. Um, I got home today and I immediately um, I immediately had to ice my shoulder and take some pretty strong painkillers um, to even really be able to do much. And even now, I've been painting for 45 minutes and I can already feel it. My shoulder's already not happy. Mm, I think that sapphire blue was a bit too light. Much better. For those of you, I didn't say what I was doing. So that the sapphire blue is real pale, um, which is kind of what I was wanting, but it's almost a little too pale. Um, the fact that it kind of got drowned out. Like it was all just real pale white or real pale yellow or blue. Colors. Um, and all of the definition got washed out. Pasta done. Stuff. No, actually, it's perfect, but or sorry, it's bright sapphire. Um, but you can see that it is very pale blue. Um, and my lighting is terrible, so you really can't tell. But there was no gradienting. Um, it just went straight from the dark blue that it was to that straight, like real bright pale blue. Um, all right, guys, I'll be right back. Gotta go tuck the midget into bed. I'll be right back. Put my minion into bed. Okay, I'm back. All right. So, got that. That bottle. I am flustered now. Don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so now we're gonna go with some diabolic plum and take her pink hair to a purple kind of ombre or balayage kind of. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Let me see if we can accomplish that. But yeah, back to so next week I have surgery um on Thursday. Um I will probably be doing um I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a couple of days before I'm really gonna be able to do anything as far as maybe even a week before I'm able to do anything as far as like my hobbies go. Um I don't know. It is an arthroscopic surgery, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be, you know, how long my shoulder is gonna be out for. Um I just know that I will be for a period of time. Um, and so uh, Friday, Saturday, maybe even Thursday, depending on how I'm feeling. Next week um, will be um, mostly will be um, really kind of chill days. Um, Not sure if I'll be on or not. Um, just kind of depends. Um, and from the way it sounds, I'm gonna be out of work for 8 weeks. So um, it's going to mean a lot of time on my hands. Um, Not able to really a lot of time on my hands to do stuff. So, to be honest, while I needed a vacation, this wasn't the thing I had in mind. Um, Not what I had in mind at all. Um, um, that being said, I have no idea how much of my time I'm going to be able to paint. Um, I hopefully will be able to bit. But I have no idea how soon after the surgery. Um, I will probably be doing stuff um, right afterwards, like just chatting streams where I'm just kind of joining, other people's streams, hanging out, um, chatting because I'm not gonna have anything else to do. Um, all of my all of my hobbies require my right arm, at least some kind of mobility in my right arm, with the exception of watching anime and reading. Um, and so I um, I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of the first two, um, and um, we'll just see how much of it, I guess. Um, um, so um, um, so at first I'll probably just be online hanging out. I will probably be in my Discord, um, you know, watching anime, watching movies, or whatever. Um, and going from there. Um, kind of see how everything goes. Um, Except who knows? I might jump into streams with people and just shoot shit. Oh crap! Just shoot shit and see how people are doing. Um, Mainly because I'm not gonna have anything else to do. Um, so uh, if they'll let me jump in and hang out, awesome. Um, Otherwise, I'll probably just be hanging out in my Discord, watching anime, movies. You know, I might be streaming while doing it. I might not. Um, Obviously, I can't stream the movie or the anime. Um, uh, but I can like stream my reaction to it, you know? So we'll see. Um, that one needs food. It's starting a minute and a half here, folks. Give me a second. Got a grip eight. Oh. Hey Meg, you want to come help me hang something this next week, maybe week after that, something like that, sometime in the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna get one of those 3 foot um, plug-in fluorescent lights. You know what I mean? Um, they're they're like 3 foot long, and then you just hang them from your ceiling. They've got a plug. It's just like a shop light. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one of those to put in like this half of the where I've got my desk at. So that maybe this won't be the only light in this half of the area. Guys, any more light? Need a better. Hair's done. I feel. Thick half is done. Or the head is done. We're gonna finish this model tonight. I need to finish this one tonight and get moving on the next one. So I need pale. Now we're going to come in with this color, which is called pale sand, because I want a very pale light wood, almost white wood for the staff, something like a birch is what I'm envisioning, which is a very pale color. Um, Birchwood is. So that's what I'm kind of envisioning. Um, but we already have a lot of different colors on there, a lot of browns and greens, which I kind of want to keep. It's going to give some of that natural kind of variation to the wood. Because wood is never all just one color. Um, but most importantly, be stupid careful. and it really stands out. All right. Last things to do is to skin. Right? Pretty sure. Because honestly, I could sit here and I could nitpick all night long, and all day long, and all the entire time until I never end up finishing it. So we're going to get this ready umber. We're going to do a little bit of passing on our skin to bring out some of the highlights. We're going to call it good. What do we think, folks? All right, guys, I think that's it. I think she's done. So now what I'll do is we'll put her off to the side, um, and we'll let all of the paint dry that we did tonight. We'll let it all cure. We'll come back and touch up any spots that might have rubbed off or that just don't look right. We'll give it. Honestly, I'll probably come back to it Wednesday night, Wednesday before surgery. I'll come back to it and we'll take another look at her. And if we're still happy with the way she looks, we'll seal it and some matte varnish. We'll call her done. There we go. Our Shansha Shi from the Weaver Quartz. Now, what do you think, folks? Do we move on to the next one? Um, or do we find something else to do? I'll be honest. Um, my arm. Um, but we could move on to working on the base for the next one, and I don't think it's really going to take too much out of me. Um, I don't know. Um, well, I told you what my plans are with this, so maybe I'll just go over it with with the rest of the stream and decide. So my idea with this, because our dwarf boy here is a, from what I understand, they are a dragon slayer. They are dragon slayers, and so from what I understand, um, that's what they do. Now, my thought on a basing scheme for them, for him, would be to um, do kind of a charred, like dragon fire breath, charred earth, um, kind of rent dirt. So all of this dirt here is just going to get painted like brown. And then we're going to come over it with differing shades of grays and whites, of grays and white. Um, and we're going to dry brush that and kind of make it feel like an ash kind of caked dragonfire breathed breath baked. Um, these trees, um, I'm kind of debating on doing a smoldering effect within the tree itself. Um, I don't know if anybody else is out there has had been the fortunate or unfortunate enough to actually see this. I have seen it in my days camping. Um, which is I've come across trees that were smoldering, like full trees that were smoldering. And it is a powerful sight to see the interior of a tree smoldering with the bark still on it, blackened from fire. And that's kind of the thought. Now, the other thing is because our little dragon killer guy is going to be right about here in this. It's the other thing that I would like to do is I would like to fashion a this kind of diorama base that we have going for him here. Um, is a chunk of dirt here. Um, he's going to go right here, and what I would like to do is fashion up a way of making some kind of wispy smoke effects for him to be walking through. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, for me to do anything with this the way I'm wanting to do it first, I have to get the airbrush out because the first step is going to be to get the airbrush and get the moldering on the trees done first, and then coming back in afterwards, and um, painting by hand all of the dirt around. Um, the other option is we skip the base and we start trying to figure out this guy out. Generally like to knock the bases out first because the base for me is the fun part. I got into this hobby via dioramas and such. So the base for me is the fun part. Um, always has been. Um, so, um, what could we do? You know what? We're gonna put this guy up. We're gonna do this later. And doing some building. And I still have one model to build. Um, one model that I got for Christmas. And I feel like doing some. We are going to build Azrael, the Supreme Grandmaster of the Dark Age. I don't have a Dark Angels army anymore. I'm hoping to rebuild one that I used to have. Ow! but that's going to be a long time in the making. Especially considering the fact that everything has been changed over, and what the old Space Marines are, what they call the Firstborn, are no longer freaking viable units. Um, that's irritating as all hell. So for me to get back into the hobby of 40K, which I would like to do because I do love 40K. It's the first miniatures game that I got into. I have to rebuild an entire um, Dark Angels army, all new units. I don't have any of it. No tanks, no vehicles, no infantry, none of it. So we're going to start with Azrael. Where better to start than at the top? There's only one guy above him. Only one person above Azrael. And that is Lionel Johnson. Unless that lore changed too. Who knows? I have not been able to keep up. There's just so much lore. I can't keep up with it. I tried for a period of time. I can't. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We are going to, one model at a time, rebuild our Dark Angels army. Remember. You know, Meg, um, I was playing this radio station. I was playing this uh, station on Spotify at one point, and it was referred to as divorced dad rock. I'll be honest. While it is ridiculously true, um, I didn't need to feel attacked like that. Just saying. I'm going to do this on stream. I should probably actually hold the models in the stream. You know? It might help just a little bit. I needed something to do yesterday. Um, Lest the Gremlins win. Um, and so I went ahead and assembled our two other Conquest minis. Here's our chapter mage. And then the dark cenotaph. Now, chapter mage came with one of these. Um, I originally thought of something, and then this morning better about it, and so you can see I've actually kind of torn it up, ripped it up. Um, but the cenotaph is kind of a weird model in the fact that it's got two bases. It didn't come with one of those movement trays, so we're not really going to be able to do much fun as far as basing goes with it. But we'll try. We'll see what we can do. So, I'll survive. How's it going, Meg? You had a game tonight, right? We're updating characters. You guys moving to a different system, or is it just XP time? So time to level up and stuff. Update of the game. Oh, there's a new edition of Savage Worlds put out. That's what you guys play, right? Savage Worlds. Oh, DC 20. Gotcha. That's the one put out by that streamer, right? Or that YouTube creator. What's his name? Um, Koval? Oh, so no, it's not the one I was thinking of. A different stream, a different YouTuber. Let's see. It's about me. Poor guy. Little man fell asleep on the couch rather than pick him up and move him because he wasn't feeling well. Now he's over there on the couch just coughing and hacking. Massage. Yeah, I'm hoping that's all he needs, but just realized that most of what I'm doing is off camera still. Sorry, guys. All right. What do you think? This is going to make the difference here on out. We drill the barrel. What do you say? Are we barrel drillers, chat? Just call him BP. All right. I'm a little rusty at this. It's been a while. I haven't drilled a barrel in 20 years. I think we did pretty decent. It's been a minute, a hot minute since I drilled a barrel. And last time since I drilled your mom. A little bit of sprue goo. And the obligatorily oversized Space Marine pauldron. Everybody talks about how good sprue goo is. Make me understand it. So, 12, 4, or 5. Well, 4 and 5. Oh. Captain Supreme Grand Master, he needs his relics and his accoutrement. Yeah. He ain't no basic bitch. You know what I mean? What you doing, Meg? Just chilling. Doom scrolling on the phone. When are you going live next? Gotcha. Super duper side quest plan. cool, man. Tap out when you need to. I'm not going to be going too much longer, to be honest. I'm pretty beat too. To be honest, I just kind of want to finish this and be done. Old story. A few concerts I was able to go to and actually enjoy in its entirety. It's Foo Fighters because the venue that it was at was a small auditorium at a local college. So it was very closed off, very secure, very policed. Tunes for you forever. Days come and go. Days come and go. You forever. So, have you still there, Meg? Have you have you decided on all the shenanery for your event you're gonna be starting up? Oh man. And you're doing that. So it's X number of dollars to get you to play a game. Okay. So it's gonna cost me like $20 to get you to play League, huh? Hmm. I'll be honest. I kind of want to take the banner off. and then put it back on later. It's gonna be a bitch to try and paint. We'll attach the backpack later. Good God. Shit. I will happily re-up my subscription just to take part of that with you. It's called Samsonite because you're just gonna be luggage. Yeah. Um, I want to run it April. It's when I want to run it. But I've come to realize that I may not be able to. Um, that depends. Um, I say that depends more than anything because it's going to be based off of the amount of donations I get. Um, the amount of donations that people are willing to put up. Um, because if I get a ton of donations, um, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run all of the auctions at the same time, or that I will want to run them all at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, um, I've already got 5 models. Um, so that's 5 different auctions. Um, plus, wifey is putting up a number, no idea, a number of crocheted uh, um, plushies, basically. Um, so she's putting up a number of plushies. Um, so it's more of just an issue of uh, how many I get. Um, you're gonna start doing yours in February. Um, yeah. So my original plan um, was to run the month of April, to have the last auction end April 31st, 30th. I can I can never remember what month has 30 days and what month has 31. I can never fucking. Um, so my original plan was to have it run from April 1st to April 30th. Um, Downside, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. Um, I don't know if I will be able to get all of the minis done by the end of April. And ideally, I'd like to have them done before they go on auction because that way they can have a picture posted with the of what it actually is, right? Like people will see the paint job that they're getting for the auction. Um, so ideally, I'll have them all done by April. That gives me 9 weeks to finish 4 models because we finished the Shansha Shi tonight. So that gives me give or take about 9 weeks. I'm not sure how many of those weeks I'm not going to be able to paint. Um, so um, it really just kind of depends. And I'll be honest, with the big gaping holes in the Kitsune model, I don't know if I want to auction that one off. I kind of feel bad for it because it's just big gaping holes in it. It's not put together well. Which trust me irritates the shit out of me. Um, but it is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. Um, um, There's any number of tricks I could try to fill the holes. There is. Um, Super glue and baking soda. I could try just, you know, gradually filling it in with um, plastic. Um, there is there's any number of options I have. I'll be honest. Um, when it comes to it, there really is. Um, um, that's more of my conscience of auctioning off a inferior product. Um, so as I'm standing right now, that will be the last model um, that gets painted. Because that way, if I run out of time, I'm not going to feel bad. Um, I run out of time. I'm not able to uh, get it done. I'm not able to get it done. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to be happy because the original idea was all five of these minis. But oh no, um, especially with the wife stepping up and doing as much as she is. I have people from um, all over. Um, um, with talking about giving donations. Um, and so, because of that alone, like like I said, if I have too many donations, I don't know how many I can run at one time. Um, it's quite possible I can run. Yeah, so like I'm gonna have at least four minis. Um, and my wife is crocheting. I think she's planning on at least three um, plushies. Um, I think she's planning on doing at least three. Um, so I think she's planning on doing two or three. Um, so alone, that's six or seven items. Um, and then we have Skull Kitties donating. Um, we have what Skull Kitties donating. Uh, I have somebody from St. Louis going to donate some new in box miniatures. Um, I have um, all over the place. It's all over the place. It's crazy. Um, so um, I don't have a definitive answer on who and what and how much of what yet. Um, and that's fine by me, honestly. Um, if um, if this auction software, this auction site is as easy to use as it looks like, from the little bit that I've messed with it, um, it's going to take me maybe a week, maybe. Um, to it's going to take maybe a week to get the auction set up and rolling, um, and to make sure what's going on. My biggest holdup now is my biggest holdup now is I am trying to figure out the way to not get screwed. Honestly, um, see what you're doing. Everything goes straight to Tiltify. Um, your name's not attached to it, other than the fact that you're the one that set up the Tiltify, right? Um, I don't have that luxury. Um, so here do I do this? So uh, so because of the way that everything works, um, with what you're doing, people are just donating straight to Tiltify, and that's fine, and it works out, and it's great, right? Um, when I set up the auctions, all of I set it up in my name. All of that money is being deposited into an account with my name on it. Um, so I have to figure out the best possible way for me to set this up where that money takes the most possible direct and as little contact from me as possible route from the auction to Tiltify. Um, and I have to show, I have to have a very detailed invoice, basically, bill of lading, however you want to phrase it, of what's come in and what's gone out. So I have to be like, I'm going to have to be able to show in case somebody somewhere decides that they want to audit me. Um, I'm going to have to be able to show that this auction sold for $300. That Streamloots took $25. So there's $275 deposited into this account. And then there's $275 paid from this account to this account, and then there's $275 paid from this account to Tiltify. If I can remove that second account and go straight from auction winner paid $275, that $275 goes into the wallet, and then from the wallet, directly from the wallet into Tiltify, amazing, awesome. It would be 1,000 times easier if I could just have it go straight into Tiltify. But that's just not the way the software works. There are other, you've seen it. There's other auction software out there. Honestly, it's not set up for Twitch and streaming and what we're doing, right? It's set up for, it would be just me posting a link. Hey, go to this page, whatever. And that's it. Whereas with Streamloots, there's actually a widget on the screen. You're watching the stream and you push a button and it takes you to that auction for you to bid on it. It's designed for streamers and for what we're trying to do. It's just not designed for what we're trying to do. Just so we can see how. Here he is. There's Asriel. Technically, there he is. And then we'll get them all painted up. It was just something fun to do. We got them for Christmas. Yeah, that's going to be the hardest thing for me to figure out is trying to have me safe from see, the problem is yes and no. While it would work because that's the eventual resting point of it anyway. Um, uh, while you know that is the eventual resting point of all of the money eventually anyway, right? The issue is the money trail, and not money trail to begin with. It's more of for the donators to be able to see where their money's going. They need, you know, that's always one of the big concerns is to make sure that it's transparent on the money and where it's going and how it's going. So that's the biggest hangup for me that I have to work on, because the last thing that we want is, last thing I want is like to be doing this and then you know, all of a sudden, like, I've got suits knocking at my door you know, well, we see that you have all of this money coming into this account, blah, 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 blah. No. So, yeah, that's that whole situation. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been 3 hours. My shoulder's killing me. You're tired. What do you say we raid into somebody, huh? I'm thinking we raid into Lecter's kitchen. How about that? Go see Lecter. Sure. Alright, so get that. One and see you guys later. Good night.